I refuse to remember my grandmother as a victim. I choose to remember her as an inspiring woman who resisted all of her life and eventually made her own choices for herself. And I am proud to live and make decisions she wanted to make and become a person that she perhaps tried to be, but was limited because of different national movements which had a lot of power at the time she lived. What are those stories of resistance? How is it possible to reveal actions of survival as empowering? Fighting for independency is a fight of strength, the fight of disobedience, of breaking the rules, of becoming whole. The obsession is a tool of becoming accurate or reaching truth. Was my grandmother a heroine? Can we define heroism just by gender? Can we claim that only by exclusion, silencing, and oppression a just resistance can be created? How often are those who experience injustice produce it themselves when the power relation changes? My grandmother was a powerful woman who made decisions which have costed her a high price. She has also caused some people in her life sorrow and was part of an oppressive national system. But when telling her story, her mother, aunt, grandmother, and great-grandmother's story, the story of a community which almost doesn't exist anymore, a story of a community which had patriarchy ruling its functions until today. I try to unlearn and resist these ideas, to break expectations of the identity of a victim, of a nationalist, of a one homogenic self, and to release myself from these conceptions by accepting my power positions in some contexts and the knowledge I carry with me, which is unseen in so many spaces, being pushed away. By telling these stories, I do not want to simplify the reality to one good and one bad, but I try to weave together storytelling with the idea of resistance in order to reflect better on where we stand and to recreate forgotten knowledge. I refuse to remember my grandmother as a victim. The women in my family were often being silenced, but could tell their story through creating a different kind of text and through passing on this tradition. They told their story with symbols and produced a different kind of storytelling. Can I tell their story? Can I remember? How much was deleted, denied? How can we remember? When you look at me now, what do you see?